Leave me alone.
I could have said something. I'm not going to say it. We're live. I can't say it. Isn't it after starting next week, we're back to weekly Amethyl? Oh, I want weekly Amethyl back. Nothing against this campaign. I love this campaign. But it's getting hard to keep track of it.
You're muted.
I gotta stop doing that.
Yes.
Yes, I am doing recap today. Okay. So we stumble upon seekers once we've already entered. Shoot. You think I would know the name by now?
Aquaria.
Aquarian.
Aquaria proper. Or yeah.
Yep, Aquaria proper.
Yeah.
So we stumble upon seekers. Lumino and Ignis see them while Luna is none the wiser. Ignis is trying to overhear what they are talking about, so starts walking towards them, and Ignis grabs Lumino to try and stop him. After seeing this, Luna asks what is the big deal, and Ignis points out the seekers. All three are listening in afterwards as the seekers try to start a riot during a protest. Luna is asked if we should step in. Ignis says no, we should talk to Barrows. And afterwards, we should have time to take care of something. Lumino agrees, and we walk to the gate. We are greeted by a guard who asks for our ID, and Ignis is the only one who has any. We are granted access, and Luna asks, "What are those for?" Lumino is still not happy. He couldn't take care of the seeker right then. Luna asks why the elder here needs so much protection when her elder doesn't, and Lumino asks how he could become an elder. After entering, we see people throwing coins in fountains, and Luna attempts at getting some for her pocket, but a child sees her and says he wants to pet the kitty. So Luna tries to leave. As she's leaving, the kid shouts he really wants to pet the kitty. So she hurries up and meets with Ignis and he asks what held them. They discuss why it's not okay to take coins from the fountain and how Luna can get one. And how can Luna get one? We go up more stairs and walk into a floor that is a workshop. There was a gust of wind that makes Lumino grab his axes, and Ignis lets him know right now he is safe and he does not need to be ready to fight. After walking around for a bit, we find Barrows. Once Ignis shakes Barrows' hand, Luna and Lumino see he looks like an older Lumino. We follow Barrows to his chambers to talk. Lumino hears Mason tools and asks if we can go look around. Barrows says that's fine. And he says he wanted to talk one-on-one with Ignis. So Ignis asks if Luna wants to go with him. After asking about the balance, she decides to go with Lumino. So Ignis goes and talks with Barrows. We go back to Luna and Lumino. He tries to learn how to use the tools from one of the people there. Luna just follows and asks to join in on the fun, and she is not good at it. Ignis joins us after the talk. Lumino and Ignis begin to talk about how often Lumino has to use the tools on himself. Ignis then looks at what Luna made, and she lets him know that she thought it was for fun and not for something. Lumino and Ignis begin discussing how and when we plan to leave. We then see if we can find any of the seekers. They are not there, but we see the guard cleaning up. So we then got a room, and Lumino and Ignis start talking about what was said in the meeting. While Luna begins to make a mask with the head we have of the captain, Luna finishes what she was trying to make and hands it to Lumino. And they all decide to go and eat downstairs while they decide that they will rest for today and go looking for the Seekers tomorrow. Wait, that's out of order. Anyways. While Lumino's unhappy with waiting, he agrees. We eat and go to bed. We wake up, breakfast, go to town, buy and sell some items. First shop, I try to sell my silks. The shopkeeper says he won't buy illegal items. Luna wonders why he doesn't want her silks. Ignis sells his armor and gives away Luna's boots. She puts up to sell. Second shop has a sign of the keepers at his entrance. We go and looking to see if this is, why did it change it? A seeker's safe house. Upon talking to the shopkeeper, we realize that he's an activist, and we try to convince him why he shouldn't be when we couldn't. Lumino gives him one free gold coin, and we leave to find a seamstress. Ignis pays to have 2 outfits made. We begin to make our way and try and find where we turn in the bounty. Luna sees a ship coming in with the symbol of the people who were originally the ones who were trying to capture Ignis for the bounty. We ask someone if they know the symbol and head over to where the ship is going. And we say another seeker symbol on a flag, which is the, what are they called? That's where my notes end, but I kind of remember what else happened. What is the little Adventures Guild? So we go into the Adventures Guild, speak with the
Receptionist.
Yes, the receptionist, and kind of get some more information from her. And then I think we kind of ended there. Yeah, after speaking with them. Oh
Having
yeah, the
fun.
ship had landed there, so we were heading over to where the ship was.
So everyone signed up to be a member of the guild. Once you guys wrote your names down, stamped your fingers, and it magically photo ID'd you. She was looking at your guys' cards, looked over at Ignis, and she actually had a message from Ignis' sister. So the receptionist is holding up your card, Ignis, and looking at this sheet of paper that she has. Ember Fury, older brother of Lyra?
Yes.
Lyri?
Lyra.
Yes. She has a message out for you at the moment. Wherever, if you were to check into any of the Adventurers Guilds, they would have relayed this message to you. Would you like to read it yourself, or
Yes.
do you want me? She hands you the paper.
We'll take it. Read it.
All right. I will send that to you then.
Ooh, a letter I want to read.
He won't let Luna see it until I read it. I don't know what it says yet, so I'm waiting.
Where are you? There you are.
Don't worry, I was just scrolling through our messages too.
And she closes the book in front of her, stands up. We need to go over a few of the guild rules. Some stuff you need to know if you're going to be on premises or around the hall.
Just put a note. Ignis will briefly glance over it, just see how long it is. Hearing her talk again, tuck it right here in this out of sight, very hard to touch. If you're gonna, I'm gonna know you're touching me if you're grabbing it.
Sleight of hand.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think I get advantage on that considering where you're touching me.
And she gets up, closes her book, starts walking from behind the desk, and walks out into the left side of the building, gesturing for you all to follow her.
Follow.
I'm assuming at this point Luna was kind of just like looking around, not really paying attention. So one of you is probably gonna have to like tap on me to get me to go.
I'll let you know and I'll like nod towards her and start following. Lumino following. That's this one or this one, left or right?
The rightmost.
Right one. Okay, that one.
Yep.
Cool.
I thought we were going out left though.
You're still in the building right now.
Okay.
Yeah, she like as she walks out past the desk, she briefly gestures towards the bulletin board on the right side. I've already explained the bulletin board, what each of the symbols mean. You can get jobs from the guild, you can get jobs from the city, you can get personalized jobs if that's what you want. Those come with more risks. She walks to the left. This is the common area, the bar, the where you eat, get ready for your next mission, find guild members to go on jobs with you if the job requires more than your party has. And she goes upstairs, does a circle around, pointing to various things. Here's the kitchen. We have a bathhouse on premise. Points to all of the different bedrooms. Small, like barely enough room to fit a bed and a chest in rooms. If you're a member of the guild, you have access to any of these rooms if you need to catch some sleep. And after showing the inside, she walks out and to the left. Here are the houses. Did you guys ask about the buildings before?
We did.
Okay. Yeah, and she like gestures to them. Here's all of the houses that you have available for rent. Currently, these last three are open. If that's something that you're going to need. She points to the pond in the middle. There's more housing and stuff underwater. She like talking to Ignis as she's explaining this. For some of the members that require to be underwater, I don't think you have to worry about this.
She's getting the side eye as she's looking dead at him out there. I'm like,
right, and she keeps walking. Archery range, if you want to tune up some of your bows or crossbows. Some of our members have these firearms, the smoke powder barrel things. Keeps going. Mage's Tower filled with books on magic and spells and rituals. Continues walking. Here is the crafting area. If you need to use our tools, our resources, we have someone manning the area at all times. If you need to use resources, we ask that you pay for them, but using the tools is free use. Moving to the next one. This is where the guild master lives. He runs the guild in Atheria. Where are notes?
Wouldn't it be? No.
His name is Kayleen Tideweaver. If you do well enough in the guild, you'll be able to meet him personally, and he'll probably be supervising some of your promotions. Walks over the bridge to the next building. If there's any guild-wide alerts or meetings that get called and you want to be a part of it, this is where we have all of our meetings. And walks past these two more of the houses that you can rent.
Lumino just hard.
Stops back at the front of the building. Right now, you are all F tier in the guild. You are not official in our books. We have you in our system, but if you want to be treated as actual prolonged members of the guild, you will need to do submissions and rank up.
Okay.
We don't exclude anyone. That's why we offer F tier to anyone that wants to try it out. But once you get to E tier, that's when we can start treating you seriously. No fighting within the fence. Anything on the outside of the fence, we don't care. Clean up your mess. And she looks at you all. Well, feel free to look around some more. Look at the jobs. That is your official orientation. I hope to see you all soon. Does a quick bow. And do you have any questions before I take my leave?
How many missions before we would rank up, or is each mission graded differently?
For the most part, F rank missions are very low priority. It would take about 5 missions. If you're skilled, you can get 2 or 3 done in a day.
And you said we could take E tier, being F? You can take one up, you said?
Once you are officially a part of the guild, you can take a rank up, but that would require a supervisor.
Are you considered a supervisor, or?
No.
No, okay. So only right now.
Build relations, get to know your fellow guild members, have them invest in you, and you'll rank up a lot faster. I forgot. The guild offers complimentary armor and weapons if you are lacking. And she's like looking at Lumino. We have leather armor. We have some bits and pieces of plate that you can fashion together. The higher you rank, the more you can work with the headmaster of the crafting area to get a tailored suit made.
Okay.
Yes. Everything up to B tier would extend to all of the islands. If you go to a different island, above B tier, you would still need to do an initiation with the guildmaster there to keep your current rank. If he feels you are more suited for, let's say, Aquaria jobs rather than Flame Tower, you will still be above B on Aquaria, but in Flame Tower you will be at C until you prove that you can handle the jobs better suited to that island.
Okay.
As they're talking, Luna's just like sitting there, like vibrating.
I'm gonna nod and walk over, see what F tier jobs are there, and I know Lumino wants to go have a talk. I'm just making it look like he only joined to, gain access. I'm playing the political sides of things.
As he walks away, Luna's going to ask about the kitchen. And is there like a time that I can't be in the kitchen?
No. Everyone has access to the entirety of the guild, excluding the guild master's house and the privatized bunkers. But there is also a patrolling guard in each of the buildings and around the premises at all times. So be mindful with what you use. Don't take too much. Otherwise, the guards may think you're stealing.
Is there a way I can, instead of going out and replacing ingredients, contribute money to have them be replaced? Or do you require us to go replace any significant things we use?
Either way really works. If you have the materials, we will accept. If you want to contribute a donation or pay ahead of time, that also works.
Okay. So you're saying if I bring my own materials, I can use the kitchen at free will, only when I just... what's the word I'm looking for? Only when I gorge will then I be looked at funny.
Yes.
Good to know. She just kind of walks away.
And you said that this was a pass-through for the fence, or just like a meeting hall?
That is like a defense tower.
Okay.
It looks like they're looking over the two docks.
Okay. Also, hotkey for paying a shift double click, or not shift, space double click.
Knowledge.
But okay, just looking at the jobs, and then we'll go out and take a walk.
Yep. Do you actually want to like look at a few of the jobs, or
I'll see what's there?
So there's a few escort jobs. Just walk someone from one town to another. There's pest controls. Shoreline. No. Shoreline cleanup. Just picking up trash on the shore.
The pest control. Who's that through?
That's through the city.
I'll grab it.
That one has you go to farmer in the city, and along with coin being rewarded, you also get some produce.
Cool.
There's the shoreline cleanup, a supply run, just moving materials between the guild and Aquaria, just walking boxes.
Nope, that bridge is too sketchy.
A message relay. You're a mailman. Take the letter somewhere.
How far, or where is the letter going? Or does it not say?
What is that one town you passed up? Blue water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna look past it. Seeing it's out of Aquaria, he's looking right past it. He's looking at stuff they can do in Aquaria. You know, that would make sense. Probably a cave along the way that we just walked past.
And herding cattle.
In Aquaria.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll just grab that one for now. The pest control for now.
Yep.
So I just take this and then.
Let me. Are you planning on doing that yourself? We need to notify if there are groups, and we need a party name for your group.
We'll let you know before we leave.
After hearing name, Leonard's gonna be like, "Fantastic!"
No.
She the job that you had pulled. She turns it around and slides it towards her. I'll keep this until you provide the name.
Okay. And then. And then we'll walk out back.
To be fair, she said not in the hall. She said nothing about taking it outside.
Yes.
Couldn't we just yeet them over the fence? Maybe I can get them to chase me.
Maybe.
Do you think they have any valuables in there?
They also said we can't go in them uninvited. So we have to get in there, either be invited in or meet one of them outside.
Mm-hmm.
This? Oh.
That is cutting through the clouds. You can't really tell how tall it is. Few couple thousand.
There's 4 of those, Cliff.
Mhm.
This Aquarius, like, this. Here now.
They look like they have an interior, but there's not a lot of like ships docked around them or anything like that.
I say we walk over towards that house. Does it look like it's just quiet, nobody's there? Or is there activity there?
From your orientation and from you standing out here, it's been relatively quiet.
I don't know if anybody's in there, but looking around, he'll say, I'd rather not get caught trying to break in there. He's gonna look out over here. Is that ship still out there?
It's out there. It's out there, but it's not spinning.
People still look like they're on it, if I really look.
Hang
on.
That's a good distance away.
I can't see.
You can't see.
It's Sate on that too. But okay.
Do we have any plans?
Is there any buildings in here with the symbol of the ship?
The V?
Yeah.
No, I think you
No.
guys asked that last time.
You act like I can remember yesterday.
You all do notice that the wind is picking up a lot more, though.
Right. That. Mm. In the meantime, we do need to come up with some name that's fitting for us all.
What is wrong with Cattastic?
You're the only one. Anything you can think of, Lumino? A name. 3 of us. A party name. A group name. We have to pick one in order to take that bounty. And if we want to get anywhere, important, we probably should have some sort of name or class, or what's prestige with the guild.
What about this?
Why that?
Fire, Ice, and Steel. FIS.
I get the fire. Ice and steel. I'd rather stay away from ice.
When you look at us, you are red, I am white, and he's gray.
glance at Lumino. Remember, he doesn't care. Why not?
Okay, I guess we can go let her know that is what we are.
Are there windows in this building?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk past it and see if I can see inside. There's more just walking around the building, glancing. Look like I'm looking around, but looking inside the building if I can, or if the windows are shuttered.
Yep. Give me another perception.
I wasn't sure if that was going to hit be performance because it was so close on the board. I'm like, I hope that's the right one.
So you're just doing a full circle around it?
Well, I'm gonna end up walking like this and then like this. Well, yeah, let's just like this and around here. Walk over to the fence. Just looking out the area.
Aimlessly wandering.
We're thinking.
So most of the windows are closed. There's 2 on the front and 2 on the side. And one of the ones on the side is like partially open, just the wind is blowing it open and close. And you do see 2 people asleep in the bunks in there. Other than that, you don't see anything. You see, like, sometimes some papers are getting blown around, and it's
But do
kinda
you
it.
notice it, Cliff? Because it's going to be one of those things. I'm not going to react to it because he's going to want to go busting through that door. I'm not. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's building up his rage. Okay. Well, we can always linger around on the beach for now until we see someone. Okay. Sounds good. Walk back. Luna came up with, I guess, not bad name. We'll go with FIS.
She writes it down. An acronym?
Fire, ice. Pausing for half a second. Not actually, but does Ignis look like stone? Not Ignis. I'm Lumino. Does it actually look like
Rock
stone?
hard.
Okay. Fire, ice, and stone. I changed it, Christina.
She writes it down, stamps something in one of her books, And after she stamps, there's like a magical glow that shimmers over a page and looks at the job posting that you have, writes it down on the next page, and hands it back to you.
Thank you.
All right, fist party. There is no timeline on that one, although F tier jobs usually are expected to be done within a day or two.
We plan to head there now.
Okay, don't be discouraged if you can't get it done today. In an hour or two, I assume that the guards are going to start mandating a lockdown.
What for?
The incoming storm is going to rough up the water and make it a little hazardous to be out on the docks.
Okay. Okay. How long does that usually last?
Depends on the storm. There's no estimate.
How long do you know how long these storms usually last?
And she like scoots to the side and peeks her head out the window and looks at the storm. It's big. A long time. I don't know.
I figured you might know since you obviously you're around here. I'm very much from not around here. I don't know your weather patterns.
It's safe to say once lockdown happens, get some rest. Wake up in the morning. If it hasn't cleared by then, an hour or two after breakfast.
Okay. I guess we'll see how far we can get it. And we'll walk out. And try to find the location. Where's that at?
You got the
Pest control.
pest control. Oh my god, what am I opening? Okay. Right. In that quarter. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
No. Okay, I see it.
I'll ping the shit out of it.
Well, I was go into settings, active color active character. See it? Okay. And so yeah, we're gonna head that way. Getting on to the center, I'm gonna call it island first. Going there and then walking around.
Okay.
Getting on solid ground. Then walking around. that bad. When you have a city this big, so many rules to keep everybody from hurting others and themselves. But so say we're gonna get across the bridge here-ish. Then I'd say we walk this way, and then down in, and then we're gonna take a long way around to come over to here. So like along the edge of the wall, then come to here, then in, and then that like that.
All right.
Just keep looking for seekers. No, so we can drag them in a dark alley.
Did you make everyone aware you're looking for seekers, or you're just doing that in your head?
I know Lumino's always looking. So I'm not going to announce it because there's people around. So we're just gonna walk. We're gonna take the long way. Yeah, are they thin?
Yeah, you're walking through, like, here.
Yeah, pretty much just, can we get onto the wall, bridge, or whatever right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're pretty much walking along the edge and up through here, and then over here, and then up, and then we'll walk inland.
Okay. When you are here, there's like a little picnic park type area. It's all stone ground still, but there's like benches and tables and the trees and bushes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And some teenage elf runs up to you and like looks at you, Ignis, looks at Luna, goes to Lumino, hits him in the chest with a flyer, and then runs off.
That was rude.
Like, he didn't stop running, but he wanted to make contact with you so it would, like, the paper would stick on you, then run past.
Pretty much just.
Yeah. oh, hey,
Wait.
Roll it. Wait, yeah, roll it.
Well, yeah. Also, you attacking? I thought you were trying to grapple.
No. A grapple is a kind of attack.
I didn't know if it was a strength check or saving throw or whatever.
No,
you're trying to grab them, so you don't. Are you trying to smack them with your weapon, or you're trying to grab
you
them?
Replace an attack with your athletics, and they get to use athletics or dexterity.
So
either way, it would have been a 20, just as a.
But it wasn't an attack, so yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't an attack. Wait, no, You use your attack to grapple, therefore it's still
Okay.
an attack.
So then that chord
Yeah.
of chaos would still.
It's the fucking boring one though. Hold on, I gotta do. And normally, this kid looks like slick and quick, and as you like turn to look as he hits you with the thing, he's a few feet like gone already, like a lot faster than you would think. And you zip in front of him, grab him, and as he's turning back, he like hits you in the chest as you grab him.
How are you? Are you by the shirt?
He's like coughing from running into you, trying to catch his breath. Looking for recruits. The flyer. Look at the flyer. They paid
I'll
me
walk
to-
over. I walk over. I'll grab the flyer.
Seeker's symbol on the top of it. Underneath it, the Seekers of Ascendancy looking for new members in Aquaria. Meet at the gates of Aquaria, and it gives you a date. It's real simple. Just meet here, this time, this date.
I'm gonna look around. Yes, I know. Yeah. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look around first. Grab after reading. I'm gonna look around. Do I see anybody looking?
In the immediate area,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty vacant.
Are there any alleyways that are out of sight?
There's one south of you a little bit between two buildings. Looks like a young elf, although that could mean a few things. Yeah, he's
See.
like grabbing at your wrist, and with both hands, he's barely getting his fingers all the way around.
I thought you said that there was kids sitting at the picnic table.
No, I said there were picnic tables.
Okay.
But it's vacant here.
Pretty vacant, yeah. Vacant for the most part up until you got to this point.
In this area, how many people are there?
You and the kid.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Then-
grab the flyer from Ignis.
The kid's still looking up at Lumino. The hooded people, the Seekers, they're looking for new members. I'm just handing out flyers. They paid me.
Are you a part of the group, or you're just getting paid doing a job?
I'm just getting paid. He like falls on his ass. Like as you let him go, he almost tried to like hold onto your arm and then let go and fell on his ass.
There are better ways to pass out flyers.
And he's like running, turns around. We're gonna be on lockdown soon. I'm running.
Question: did he leave the flyers and then take off?
There's a few scattered on the floor.
I'm gonna. Well, are you grabbing them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up before anything else.
I'm gonna fold one up, put it next to Lara's letter, and then I'm guessing, Luna, you have the rest of them.
Yeah, at this point, I most likely have.
I'm gonna hold my hand out. May I?
Okay, just hand them over.
Produce flame. They go up in flames. But before I did that, if you were looking at, you said you're looking at me, you see me folding up one. Maybe we can go interrupt this little meeting later. As I put it away.
Okay. What time, like how much time do we have between now and then that meeting?
2 days and a half. The meeting is closer to night in 2 days.
Okay. Cool. Let's go. Yeah, if he thinks we're going on lockdown that soon, let's continue walking.
After hearing that, Luna's kind of look around puzzled. What is with all this lockdown talk?
Yeah, I don't. Would have I have had anything similar to this in Flame Tower?
Nothing similar, but you would know that during if a volcanic eruption or something like that was going to happen, then the elder would go and take care of it, so it wouldn't erupt. He would calm it.
But no actual lockdown ever happens. Like for a weather or natural event.
For a natural event, no.
Okay. I'm not sure why the Elder's protection's not gonna solve the issue of the reason why we have to go into lockdown, but they say we go into lockdown, I guess we go into lockdown.
For the most part, where you're at in the stone floor areas, there's no waving or rocking or anything like that. About 20 or so feet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the stone platforms are raised up, and there's bridges for the canoes and shit to go under. Yeah. High tide is about 20 feet. Then low, it would drop down to about 30 or 35.
So low is really low.
Yeah.
Okay. Then when we just walk through this gap here. Was this the gap you were talking about, the alley?
No. It was
or were you talking about right there?
Yeah.
Okay. And then just, walk over here and then walk along the wall to here.
As you pass by one of the buildings, stuck to it, you see another flyer.
I'm gonna grab it. Produce flame. It's no longer there.
And as you're walking across right here, the 4 obelisks that are surrounding the inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
They start to pulse with a deep blue light. Lumino. Once these obelisks start to pulse, you get that same warm sensation in your chest.
Is it pain? Hmm. That's interesting that some cause you pain and some soothe you. After whatever this lockdown is, we might be able to. I think just continue walking.
How much is Luna's knowledge of what's going on with Lumino and the gym and stuff? Because I feel like we kind of touched base on it, but I don't recall how in depth we went. Okay. After hearing that, she's gonna be like, well, maybe it has to do with their emotions during this, because the last one we fought was very hostile for obvious reasons, but maybe this one doesn't feel the same inkling. I would feel, given that they are beings from another world that were pulled here against their wills, that they would still feel.
Walk this way. Around. But how much time has passed?
With the walking and the confrontation, about above 30 minutes, getting close to an hour.
I'm guessing as we pass here, there's guards there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop on the way past. What's this lockdown I keep hearing about?
And he like looks you up and down. Right. So, if there is ever a tsunami, a storm, a hurricane, some kind of dangerous event coming in from the ocean, we recommend people bunker down in their houses in some kind of building to weather it out in case the tides and the waves start to breach the walls. It's by no means mandatory, but highly recommended.
So it's not a lockdown order, it's just a for your safety, we recommend.
Earl Barros highly recommends stay in your building until the next morning.
How many people actually go out during these? Because obviously, by your reaction, there's plenty that go out.
There's no crowds, but we see a few people wandering. We have extra patrols around the walls, the circles, for people that are trying to make a quick dollar, breaking and entering, taking stuff off the streets.
Okay. How do the Seekers, do they do anything during that time? 'Cause I feel like that's an opportune time for them to get people going.
He looks kind of puzzled. No, not. There's no organized rallies or anything.
Well, with how much they criticize the elder as well as going in. I'd say where I'm from, all these events, like with the weather, it's like if a volcano erupts, it just doesn't happen. That's why I'm so confused. The elder there just prevents it from happening.
It's I don't know all the details. If it's as easy as stopping something before it starts, I'm sure Elder Barrows would be able to do something like that, but with it building for so long, coming in from a distance over the ocean, that put a stop to it before it starts seems out of reach.
I guess you do have a good point there. Thank you for the insight.
And he looks at you. I would, you specifically, maybe bunker down.
I plan on it.
He salutes you as you walk off.
Give a nod and start walking. Is there any announcements that say when this lockdown is recommended to start?
Are you asking him that?
No. Has there been?
No.
We want to go back to the inn now and do that in the morning, or should we attempt to start it now? Let's do that. We'll head on over there, meet with the gentleman or gentle lady that we're supposed to be meeting with. Snap, crackle, pop.
Yep. And this area on a dock attached to one of the bridges, it's the dock is lowered a little bit to reach the water. And again, being on the dock is a little wobbly, but the buildings for the most part, if you like place your hand on them, seem sturdy. And you get to the address that says on the job. A decently sized 3-story building, and to the right of it, with like a glass sunroof, is like a greenhouse type thing that half covers the dock, half covers the water.
Mm-hmm. Walk up to the door, knock.
This older human answers the door. Can I help you?
This is the address we were following up on. It'll pull out the bounty. This for the league.
And quite an odd time to do this.
It just stopping by to see what the issue is, or to see what the nature of the issue is, and plan on sheltering and coming back after the storm. We were in the area. If we're already this way, might as well check in.
Right, if you want to follow me.
Nod, follow.
And she leads you through the house and over to the right, where there's a greenhouse door that leads to the second building.
Real quick, before after he says that and they start walking, Luna's gonna wait a second and kind of look at Lumino and be like, "This was in the area," and then just start following.
We came in here. We gotta go here. Pick a direction to go around the city.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but Luna's gonna be like,
so we decided to go this way, and if you ask Ignis, no matter what, you're walking around the center. Pick a direction. She just has to ask. She could. I don't know if the guards will like that, though. Walking up and over the wall.
And just see me gliding everywhere.
Walk up and over the building like... yeah.
And she leads you to like this pretty large greenhouse, much larger than her actual house. And on the area that's hanging over the dock, there's a bunch of planters lined up on multiple floors, and pretty much the only walking area is covered with the planters. And there's even more crops growing in the water that go down further than you can really see. It looks like this building is submerged.
Okay.
And they're mostly in the water. There are some that come out for the crops on the land, but these past few days, with the weather stirring about, they got into some of the old cracks in the walls, and I can't really weed them out underwater. My help doesn't really do fighting or pest control or whatever you want to call it. There's a few eels underwater, and the ones that have been up here on the land are these larger rats.
You said they're in the walls too?
Right, and she like points to the building next to her. There's the greenhouse is in between her house and another house.
Mm-hmm.
The docks and the house, and she's like pointing some on the ceiling, and just anywhere there's a hole, the critters have been gathering these past few days.
Anything draw them out specifically, or how aggressive are they?
I try not to come in here when I see them. Usually at night is when they feed.
Okay. So, say we return tomorrow evening, if everything's cleared up by then.
Tomorrow evening should work. I can give you all the key to the greenhouse if you're with the guild.
We don't want to bother you if we don't have to, but of course, if you're not comfortable with that.
With the lockdown and with the pest, I'm not going to be in there these next few days.
Okay.
And she's gonna hold out her hand.
She like waddles up to you and places the key.
Thank you. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
Normal traps haven't been working on the rats. She holds up just like a normal sized mousetrap.
What happens? They just don't catch them, or are they broken?
A lot of them go missing. Some of them break.
It's almost like they're snapping and going with them. Because you said they're larger than normal.
Right.
Okay. Well, we will be sure to be back here, and is there some way we will be able to reach you after it's done, or?
She points to the door that you all came in from. You can knock on the door, knock on my front door. I'll be home.
Okay. Well, we will hopefully see you tomorrow evening.
I will be here.
And
Nods.
whisper under her breath if the storm doesn't take us.
And then walk up and out back to the inn. Unless someone stops me for whatever reason.
All the clouds that were in the sky have gone, swept away, and it's starting to get pretty dark. And as you're walking towards the inn, that warming sensation in your chest, Lumino, almost gets overwhelming. Give me a con save. Like distracting, so you can't really tell what's going on, or like it almost requires your full attention.
I already disclosed I'm walking 60 feet away from him. Or not 60, 6 feet away from him. I'm building a spell that's not in there, so and I just type 60 feet. Can you choose yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. Are you invisible? That'd be fucked up. That'd be fucked up. Cast invisibility on someone when that happens. It's like, and no, pick someone else.
So you're like looking at the sky and taking in the surroundings and the change of weather, and these little obelisks that are surrounding the inner circle start to pulse, and they almost completely, like, the light of them goes out, and that's when you feel something almost like grip at you from the inside. Then each of the 4 giant towers that are surrounding Aquaria, a bolt of lightning shoots out from underneath, traveling to the top, and they start to glow with that same blue energy. Like, if you could sweat, you would be sweating right now.
Are you okay? Have you ever been near to one of the main crystals? Could that be the difference in the pain versus comfort? Are you okay? Do you need to stay here a minute?
I was gonna kind of scrounge through her backpack and see if she can find like a water or something to give to him.
Are you affected if you like consume water like that? Do you know what to do with it? Like something like you would take and be like, I don't know what to do with this, or is it one of those? Okay, because if it's like he's looking at like, what is this for? I was gonna say like, behind Luna, like, just drink it.
And as you're walking, you hear shouting from around you. One voice from behind you where you came from, one voice in front of you. You could hear them shouting as they're moving. All right, everyone. It is highly recommended you all stay indoors. The storm is going to hit in a few minutes. And a few minutes later, you hear them say the same thing. And one of them walks past you, and it kind of resembles the same clothes that a seeker wears.
What is it, a guard, or it's just a person walks past?
You would know that this is a guardian of the core.
What is that?
The elders' personal guards.
And he's wearing the clothing that looks like a Seeker's,
Mhm.
or is there a general uniform just similar to Seeker's?
The Seekers. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Although
But
the Guardians have more elegance and embroiderments, whether the Seekers have masks and dark colors.
okay. And what are they called again?
The Guardians of the Core.
So I'm assuming they're like the caretakers of like the gem, also.
Are they well known, or is it just something that because I have a background, I know what they are? Like, are they known to be above other guards?
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be a yes to both of your questions.
But it would be a no for me, be given from where I'm from. I would not know the difference between this. So I'm gonna kind of point it out and be like, should we follow him?
No, that's point out the differences and what a Seeker would wear. I would say that's you notice this, that, and for the difference of what Seekers wear versus there, that's a Guardian of the Core. They are the Elder's personal guards.
But how do we know the difference between that and one of the Seekers? Like,
Like I said, I pointed out the differences.
yeah, but to me, it's like they have similar garments and everything. So, like, in my mind, it would just be a higher up for a Seeker.
So if you notice, the Seekers, all the Seekers wear masks?
No.
No, okay. Like I said, the higher ups, you saw they had their headpieces, and then they wore a mask if they're lower. But this is, notice how the clothing is tailored more properly, rather than something that was just thrown together.
I feel like in this instance, you would have to roll persuasion.
That's fitting. Is Lumina listening in? I mean, okay.
I feel like I'm gonna look at Lumino and kind of gauge his, and then depending on how he acts, is how I'm gonna take it. Given that the Seekers tend to wear gloves as well, I'm gonna look to see if he has a glove on.
He has two.
Don't the Seekers only have one? Just the one, or they generally have two?
Depends on the person.
Okay. What do the gloves look like?
These people,
Mhm.
their gloves are white.
Versus the Seekers, are they black or like a dark blue?
I assumed they were brown.
The one that you have and the one that you've seen with the protesters here, they've both been blue, like a darker blue.
Okay. White.
And as you all are talking, you notice a few of the doors to the buildings around you and like windows open as these guardians are shouting to get indoors. And you see a lot of people like peek their heads out and are looking off into the distance. And a lot of them are like looking at the giant glowing towers now. Some of them are like looking back and forth between two of them. You see some kid like leaning out of a window, and the parents like holding him and pointing in between two of the towers, and he's like, "Watch, just wait a second."
I'm gonna look. I'll look too. Well, so can you see this one over the wall from around this?
From where you're at, I'm assuming you're like right here right now.
Okay.
You would be able to see the three obelisks, except for the one on the other side of the cathedral.
Are we talking about these ones? The big ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, and say in that case, I'm gonna continue. We're gonna keep walking as we look at them, and then once we get outside the inn, we'll stop and wait. So if we need to, we can get in, but we want to look. I ain't been here before during a storm.
And a minute passes as you're walking. All the people that you walk by who are like looking out don't break their gaze. They're still looking off into the horizon. And you almost hear like the sound of metal hitting metal. And from atop the cathedral, 4 bolts of lightning shoot out to each of the obelisks and make them glow a bright white light. Did Cliff take his headset?
No, he has earbuds, remember?
Do we want to take a bathroom break till he gets back?
Is he? We can. A quick minute break. I wish there's a way we could run the ad, though.
Right.
No, I'm happy my green screen's tall enough because I had to stand up. My hip started bothering me.
Let's wait a second to see when he comes back.
He's back. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone said that. Okay.
Oh, hey, right there.
Okay. So
I don't pay attention to that chat. I really should.
You hear the sound of metal hitting metal. 4 bolts of lightning come out to each of the obelisks, and they start glowing this bright white light. And the 4 giant towers start to pulse in this blue glow. The smaller towers on the inner side start to glow that same bright white as the obelisks. And a bolt of lightning connects the smaller towers to the larger towers. And you just keep seeing the bigger towers pulse faster and faster. And in between the towers, you start to see the water come up to the height of each of the towers. And as you look around in the distance, you notice a huge wall of water connecting each of the 4 towers. Yeah. There's just a steady beam of lightning, electricity coming from the cathedral to the little obelisks.
And then from the little obelisk, it's going out to the big towers.
The little obelisks are glowing this bright white.
Mm-hmm.
Then these ones are giving off that same bright white, and the electricity is going from those ones to the big ones.
Okay.
Where you're at on the map is pretty much where you're at. Mm, the
Well,
water.
so we ended up moving here because we said we stop at the inn.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe
Oh, so you stopped at the door to the inn? Okay.
so we can walk
So-
over here if you want to.
The water level near where you all are seems to be like unchanged, but it's like a lot more rough.
Seeing it's more rough, he's immediately walking away. Nope.
The moment that those lightning bolts hit the obelisk, and during out this entire time up until now, it was almost difficult for you to breathe, Lumina. I know you don't, but that feeling that you don't know what's going on. It's gone away, but you still feel like strained.
Let's head inside and relax for a bit.
Yeah, there's actually someone right next to you, like in this area. And the academy has like the university has like a courtyard and stuff with lots of seating areas, tables, chairs, and all that. Yep.
I'm gonna go to a seat that's nearby Lumino, but far away from the water. I'm
As they're
also
just seeing us,
fascinated.
I'm gonna go inside and get food.
There's like a constant mist in the air that's just dampening everything too.
See, here's when you realize, no, not yet. It's features to come at different levels.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming by now I have the food.
And say if we're going to get food, I'm gonna stay with Luna.
Oh no! As soon as I get the food, I'm going back out.
Oh, it's gonna probably take a minute to get the food. So, and I'll stay with you, get some food, and then head back out.
my face.
How much for the food? Just basic food.
Basic, just the gold. Yep, and I think Christina just took one. Yeah. And the horizon is just completely gone at this point. The water levels have completely reached the top of each of the towers, and there's like a little dip between each of the towers, but for the most part, the entire skyline, except for directly above you, has been completely taken over by these giant walls of water. And about every 30 seconds, there's another pulse of electricity coming from the cathedral to each of these obelisks.
I'm just gonna kind of sit there and eat my food and just kind of quietly hum.
And then I'm gonna sit there just observing everything. He's fine with like rain and stuff, 'cause that's something that's gonna happen. But submerge in water? He'll just sit out there. After a while, once his hair gets wet, he'll just run his hands through his hair, like wring it out, but not actually wring it. Just get excess moisture out of it.
Yeah, anything south isn't covered. North right, yeah. And at this point, the west side wall of water has like almost a purplish glow to it. The two towers pulsing with this blue energy is kind of illuminating the walls, but the sun setting on the opposite side of the wall is still shining light against it, and the blue hitting the red glow that's coming from the sunlight is making this side like pulse almost a purple.
Oh, what time he said it was sunset?
Yeah.
I'm saying, as like the sun's just starting to about halfway behind the horizon, Ignis will get up and say, "I'm gonna head inside." It's getting late, and
You're just gonna sit there and nod and just keep humming. Given how high up the water reaches, I'm pretty sure I could glide back to you. Mm. She's gonna kind of look at Lumino. And given that I've been sitting down for a while, how is his demeanor? She's gonna sigh and just get up and start walking, and then like halfway look back and be like, if you need us, come and get us. And then she's gonna walk in and go to sleep.
Yeah. And Ignis going to sleep too.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing crazy like benches and chairs and stuff getting tossed out, but like you do notice some of the smaller furniture, like some of it gets like some pots roll off in front of you and land in the water. You do notice a few people that aren't really staying true to the lockdown coming out, running across the way in front of you and going into a different building. As far as you can tell, yeah, looks like they're in a rush. And a few hours into the night, you would still be conscious throughout like, your rest, right? You would notice someone like on the other side of the alley from you, or the street, I guess it would be called. He like leans against the wall and looks off at the wall of water. And if you look in the direction, it's one of the guardians. Looks like tonight's not going to be as bad as everyone thought. It's a rare occasion that the Elder has to display this amount of power. It's a little horrifying if you think of what can happen to the city if he wasn't here, but the citizens agree that it's also quite beautiful. If you are close to Elder Barrows, I don't see why not. And he stares at the wall in silence for a few minutes, then eventually continues his patrol. And before the sun comes up, you notice that the pulsings of lightning have stopped. And about an hour after they stop, the walls start to slowly drop. Not all at once, but they slowly start to slide down the towers. Ignis and Luna, you guys are awoken by sunlight.
Okay. Well, you.
Given the fact that we have separate rooms, it would have been in the living room, no?
Mm-hmm. You slept on the couch. So Luna would have been the one to notice lack of chair, Lumina in the chair.
Mm-hmm. I feel like after
Ignis.
waking up, I would have went and gotten breakfast and went back outside.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you two go outside, the walls are like halfway down.
So how bad did it end up being? Hey. I forgot. I forget it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's our usual D&D night, and it's like, oh, wait, it's not Saturday. Hmm.
And as you come outside, there are multiple people that are eating their breakfast out of their windows or at a table nearby and just outside enjoying the morning, looking at the wall slowly lower.
Okay.
The wind a lot calmer than it's been the last day.
All right. Well, we have a day. You go back there in the evening. What do you guys want to do today? Oh, actually, hang on. I guess before going to bed, I'd read that note that I still haven't fully read. Yeah, I'm actually reading it. Sorry, it's 4 paragraphs. Give me a minute. Sin wrote a book.
I shortened it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
The law.
All for it. Mm-hmm. This way I can read it on my phone. So
He has the paper.
exactly, I'm reading the paper. Digital paper. I'll probably end up putting it in a note in Fantasy Grounds so I don't lose it. But this has been before I went to bed. Yeah. So I say, open it up. What are we doing today? And then waiting.
How much of the city would you say we've explored so far?
Well, so you gotta also remember, there's also the city below the water that we're not exploring. You guys can. I'm not. You guys can go off on your own. All I care. For all I care. Just, I'm gonna stay in the hotel room. I wouldn't. Oh, what spells could I use? No, nothing really good.
And after everyone finishes eating the breakfast, you notice the shopkeepers and the people come out from the university. They start fixing their furniture and outdoors pots and plants and stuff that got tossed around a bit.
Ignis is being quiet today.
If there's anyone like next to like close by that I can assist, I'm gonna go ahead and help fix their plants with them.
But yeah. If you ask him a question, he'll answer it, but there's no small talk from Ignis today. Just saying. Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like either one of you were very much chatterboxes.
I mean, Ignis, when you like on their long journeys, he would be talking back and forth with you because, well, Lumina doesn't talk. But there's also only so much to have to ask about each other. So. There's enough there that we've talked a bunch, but there's also some stuff that he would have avoided answering.
Not proficient.
Mm-hmm.
What role would that even be?
Performance, persuasion.
Depends on how you do it. Could be sleight of hand.
As long as it's consensual. Or deception. Or
Acrobatics. If you're gonna do it to Luna, animal handling.
I thought you were flipping him off for a second.
I feel so fidgety. I did not. I wish I did.
That's why it's so fidgety then, because you're tired. Been there all night. But
I feel like Luna would be making small talk with the people she's helping to kind of gather information about like the town and just like basic like customs and stuff and like how they tend to function to the day-to-day lives.
Give me a persuasion roll, I guess, or a straight charisma roll.
Investigation wouldn't really do it.
Did you forget that it's like one of my best ones?
She has expertise in that shit. Like, what do you want? Expertise in stealth and sleight of hand? No, stealth and persuasion.
Like, you didn't see anything.
Right?
That was like literally my goal.
A lot of people are like in a hurry to get things in order as they're setting up for the day. But one of the people you help, some elder gentleman, he's like trying to lift some of his patio furniture and can't really do it alone, so you go and help him out. And he does small talk with you the entire time you're helping him. So if you have any specific questions, he would answer them.
I'm trying to think what would be a good question. I guess I'm gonna ask like a general, like for the people, like what their, like what him and like the close people to him, like what their opinion of Barrows, like, and like kind of like get their insight as like as far as the Seekers go. Because I know we kind of got a little bit of a glimpse with the rally that was going on or the protest, but like to see like the average Joe, what their opinion.
So talking to him and I guess asking around with the few people you help, he's kind of shut in the cathedral most days. When he does come out and like wander the city, he doesn't really make small talk. He doesn't go up and like greet people. It's like he's making personal improvements to the city, and that's like his focus. But if like a kid or something comes up and hugs him, or People come up and like walk beside him and talk. He doesn't shoot them away or get up in their face or anything.
So basically, he's the wrong person to ask.
He's not like to ask about what. This is like the multiple people you're talking to are answering this, are telling you all this.
Okay. Oh, as far as I my brain was like thinking that you were describing the man I was talking to, not Barrows.
See, you're not the only one. I'm sitting here like, why does this matter?
This old guy is super shut in. No, this is all Barrows.
Makes more sense now.
This guy is super important, guys.
I mean, you never know. Okay.
But would you say like their outlook is like positive, or like more so like they're leaning towards like the seeker?
Neutral, more positive. No, towards Barrows. You ask about the Seekers, and the general feeling you get from everyone is like they're rowdy protesters with nothing better to do.
Exactly what they are. And then some.
I feel like that's like at most the question. Oh, I'm gonna ask him about my silks.
You're gonna ask the old dude about your silks?
No, I'm just gonna ask like everyone in general, like what it means for something to be illegal, since Ignis did not describe it correctly to me.
They would tell you illegal means you shouldn't have it. You're not allowed to have it. They would define illegal.
But what would they be worth money though?
Is that what are you asking that?
Well, I'm more so asking him.
Are you presenting silks to people? Asking if they're worth anything.
I am presenting one of my silks to people, not really indicating that I have multiple, just the one.
Give me a D20. All right, you would both see Luna presenting a silk to a stranger.
Look over at Lumino. Should we stop that? Muted. You didn't hear, you weren't in the shop? No? No. Never mind, I wouldn't have said that to you then. If you weren't in that shop, I wouldn't have said it to you. Like, oh, yeah. It's too late for me to do it now, so I'm just gonna watch and stand back and see what happens.
Okay, so as you present this silk, he like places his hand over yours and presses it back down into the bag. You want to sell this?
I am trying. I tried selling it, but one of the people said that I couldn't have it, so that they wouldn't take it, I should say. And I was confused as to why. I don't see anything wrong with these silks.
They are illegal.
But why?
It's. Do you want to sell them?
If you know someone, I would be most gracious.
I know where you can go to sell them.
But I feel like this is gonna take us underground.
I ain't going underwater. I'll go underground. I don't say this.
Yeah, I know. I'm too far away, I'm assuming.
If you don't want to follow, I'll buy them off you, but I'm not going to pay a lot since I have to, in turn, sell them afterwards.
Where would you take them?
Just some people I know.
Okay, I will follow.
Stay close.
Let's get start following.
Luna's walking away. I'm following. Hang on. I'm a following. I'm not gonna necessarily catch up, but I'm also not gonna. Like about 5 or so steps behind, just. Luna's private guards just walking. Not a part of any conversation, just like, all right, who are you? Why are you following Luna? Or retaking Luna? Where are we going, Sin?
You get taken westwards out of the main gates if you're going to follow them that far.
Sure.
And you continue to follow till you get right about here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, are you making it obvious that you're following?
I'm not hiding from it.
Yeah, but
I'm
your
in
whole
bright
thing
red.
is like robed, blend in. Yeah, Ignis would be a little.
I'm fire genasi in a very, very water prevalent area.
Oh, either way, this guy failed to see you.
Okay. That's fine.
And once he reaches the wall, the dock here connected to the wall, he like looks around, looks past you as you're walking in his direction, and
if they stop, I'll stop. I'm not gonna approach. I'm just gonna stop and
doesn't seem to even notice you.
I'm gonna look behind me. Like, what are you looking at?
He walks behind some of the barrels and boxes that are placed against the actual wall surrounding the city. And After a few seconds, he leans back out. Okay, I cleared the path. Follow me in here.
All right, now I'm getting close. I'm following right behind Luna.
Given the way it is, I feel like she's gonna be a little bit cautious, so she's gonna kind of like be on alert, but she's gonna follow.
No.
Your passive perception knew that your friends were with you the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to roll a perception?
No. Yeah,
You know they're there.
Wisdom modifier, I think.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and like my past, it's actually on your main page. It's a PERC is your passive perception, right next to your senses. I got 10.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, seeing you going in, I'm gonna follow right behind.
So do you actually go in?
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually follow the guy in there, Luna?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he goes into the wall, and after you follow him in, he gets a like makeshift stone board, and he's about to slide it back over when Ignis and Lumino pop up, and he's like, "What are you two doing?"
Wherever that one goes, we go.
Oh, I like pop my head. Hey guys.
Just get a nod.
And he like thinks about it for a second and nods. I guess you all must be pretty good. If I didn't catch you trailing us the entire time, come on in.
Poor guy.
Okay.
And
Yep.
he slides the board back into place. And there's like a staircase going down. And a door leading into the right. And the most of this like section
Mm-hmm.
seems to be carved out almost, and there are underground buildings lining dugout streets and stalls and whatnot down here.
I'm go like a this, and then I'll like a this. Any special friends? Also known as seekers.
I was gonna say maybe. No secrets from what you can see immediately.
Anybody carrying the symbol of the tusk?
Nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Opposed. Yeah, same thing opposed to the upper class area that's built above this. Similar architecture to the buildings that are out on the rafts or the docks. And like some of these buildings are 2-3 stories. So it's a good amount of area carved out that makes this whole town.
Right. Well, I'm following Luna.
I'm following the guy.
I think they do.
And this guy leads you around a few alleys and streets, and eventually you get to this stall that's kind of empty. Opens the door, leads you in, and he like stands at the door. He'll probably look to buy that, and if you have anything similar.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in and look around, see if I can see anyone.
Probably, but he wouldn't get the special items he's looking for. As you all walk in, he closes the door behind you and walks away.
How well lit is it? Is it brightly lit or is it dark and?
Decently by like lanterns.
Okay.
Real damp everywhere you go in here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you're walking, like a drop of water comes and falls on you. But in this store, mainly made out of wood, patchy wood flooring. In the back, there's a old dwarf sitting with his arms crossed as he watches all of you, and there are a few shelves with other silks, some hides, pelts.
Luna's gonna walk up to him and ask him if he's a shopkeeper.
Aye.
And then she's gonna go ahead and reach into her bag and pull out the same silk. I have this silk that another shopkeeper didn't want. I was told that you would like to, you could possibly purchase it.
Let me see it for a second. He hops off of his chair, takes a step forward, walks up on a stool, and leans over the counter. And lay it out.
I'm gonna be standing right next to Luna.
I'm gonna hand him my silk.
It's the one. Or how many do you have?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
Sin? If it's not in there.
Spices. No, I put everything in here.
Okay.
Silk. 5.
5. Okay. I didn't know if you just put in there silks and didn't put a quantity or. Okay.
I do too.
And like as he's looking it over, he got like a not a monocle, but like
The jeweler's thing.
and one eye that he's holding up to silk. And he like looks over at you, then looks back to it a few times.
You got a problem?
He like looks at you, furrows his brow, wiggles his mustache, and goes back and looks at it. This be the only one you got.
Depends. But out of curiosity, why is he
So
silk?
no.
Well, no, I have more. But may I ask why these are illegal?
And he like looks at you with his brow furrowed again. Alas, you don't know what you have here, do you?
Look at Ignis.
Why don't you let her know?
Takes out his glass, tucks it into his pocket. This here is spellbinding silk. It's pulled from the webbing of moon spiders. It doesn't naturally come out. You have to force it out.
Would I know what spellbinding silk is for? Or what it does?
Give me a roll.
I feel like it would be a wisdom check. But given the fact that she knows, says now that it was forced, I don't think she's going to want them.
So you're trying to sell them all?
Intelligence or history?
But me knows that if we keep them, they might help down the line. But Luna's like, nah, these gotta go.
You would know that depending on the quality, you can bind spells to the silk.
I would say, see, now a thought just flashed in my mind. Find, fireball. Lumino punch. Next level, I will. Something flashed in my head, not Ignis. I mean, maybe Ignis. He knows about fireball. So, Lumino punches someone, fireball goes shooting out. Oops. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Now, the silks themselves, is it like a one-time use situation, or I can make like a glove per se, and it's like a continuous thing?
Would I know this? Or would I know how difficult it is? With that question.
You probably don't know the process.
I didn't figure.
There's 3 blue and 2 blacks. No. Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
I feel like Luna would walk back and ask, like, kind of like pull Ignis so they can discuss this with Lumino. Regardless, Luna's gonna ask Ignis whether or not it, is that a good thing?
It's obviously worth some money. I don't know the process, but I know it can be powerful.
Not
If we find someone willing to perform the process. Would you know anyone? Looking back at the shopkeep.
Sure. The process for what?
Okay, I didn't even need to roll that. And he said it, and I'm like, all right. For binding spells to the silks.
There's not many people down here with a straight enough head on their shoulders that would do something like that. You need
No.
someone smart enough that knows how spells work and can write them in their little books, and that same knowledge is identical to the you put a spell on the silk.
I get it. I know how it works. I just don't know how to bind the spells. Luna, you'll just see me point a finger at you, and in your mind you'll hear, keep 3. You
Nope.
didn't hear me say that.
I didn't hear that.
I use message.
She's gonna kind of like scratch her head and kind of look at you. Don't do that again. And kind of walk towards the shopkeeper and be like, how much is the one you have worth?
Which one did you hand them?
The white one.
3 blue, 2 black.
Oh, the blue.
30 gold.
Gonna kind of look back at Ignis.
Sounds about right. Just kind of shrug.
Okay.
How much you willing to give us then? You willing to give us all 30?
30 gold is what I'm willing to pay, knowing that I am also going to have to track someone down willing to make use out of this.
You get a shrug from Ignis if you're still looking.
Okay. I'm going to pull out one of the black ones as well. And how much for this one?
Mm-hmm.
50.
The risk of getting caught with them is always a risk. If we... I'll look at the shopkeep. Well, hang on. I'll rewind a little bit before I look at him. Would I know if these are legal all throughout Atheria or just here.
Throughout most of the area.
Why? Is it just how powerful they are?
The process of acquiring them and the scarcity of the moon spiders.
What's the punishment for it? If I would know.
What's the word? They seize the item and you pay a fine.
For you, maybe.
The trick is you get 3 layers and the spell weave, the spell binding goes in between the outer 2.
Hmm. 90 gold. For the 2 of them.
Question: can I send messages back, given the fact that he's able to send messages to me?
Only for 6 seconds after I send one to you. So, not anymore. You cannot reply. Unless I send you another one.
She's kind of gonna waddle and kind of like pull you again. What if instead we sell it to him for the 60 with the, if he knows, if he gives this information to the person he finds who's able to use it?
He doesn't know.
But he said he was going to look for someone. So if he provides that information once he finds someone.
Remember, we're leaving here in a week.
Question: is this the most gold Luna has probably ever seen or heard of being received for something?
Probably. I think so. Because I don't think...
I haven't shared the 500.
Yeah.
You don't know about...
Yes, but Luna
But
has...
you also have bare minimums.
Well, I'm not saying she hasn't seen your money, but the fact that she's gonna have this much money, like have been paid for an item for this much. She's gonna look back to the shopkeeper. How soon can you find someone?
That's not a number I can give you.
Can't or won't?
Can't. I don't know when I'm going to run into somebody.
I guess that's fair.
Like I said, lots of hides, pelts, and silks when you walked in. You noticed, I think, are you going to activate your little tingly, your spider sense? You notice that there are some like bracers and cuffs and stuff like that, like made with the leathers and stuff, but that's kind of it.
What do you say? 90 gold.
For one of the blacks and one of the blues.
Yes.
Well, No,
That's all he knows.
yeah.
No. That's all he knows that she has.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, yep.
Give me a persuasion.
Both of us or just him?
It's cocked. It's supposed to be a 20.
You can roll 2, Luna, if you want to.
Or you could crit fail and ruin this whole thing. Muted.
It is.
By 1. No, why not? Okay.
He like looks at the both of you. If you have anything else to sell, I'm willing to give a more generous discount.
Look around a little bit. What do you have to sell? What do you have to sell? They think we would be interested in.
As they're talking, I'm gonna kind of rummage through my backpack.
And he's like immediately going to the silk section and showing you the different stuff that he has.
I'm trying to get rid of silks as it is.
I figured you had an acquired taste.
Walk around not looking at the silks. Is really not interested in the silks.
So yeah, lots of leathers, hides, the silks, some of the material used to like make bracers and not full armors, but like bits and pieces.
Why would you have these looking at the bracers? What's so special about them?
Slightly magically imbued, not in a way that the silks can be, but in other ways.
Like how?
Like, and he grabs a set of the bracers. These ones were made by a druid. They kind of open your abilities while out in nature.
Okay.
And holds out the shin guards. These ones will put a little bit of a pep in your jumps, your steps, your dodges, your rolls.
Okay.
+1 to survival or +1 to acrobatics, respectively.
Nothing really, man. Just, no.
After a few minutes, Luna is just gonna be like, ah, and then pull out the studded leathers that I have in here. I found it, and then put it on the table.
studded leather.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Hmm.
Why is that so expensive?
Damn. All right.
Did you ever wear this armor, or is it something that you picked up?
I have no idea how I got it, but it's in my inventory. But no, I've never put it on.
Okay. With that and the 2 silks, 100 gold.
Also,
You got that in platinum?
Aye.
how do I delete stuff that I'm selling? Like, I
I'll
know
do
how to
it.
make the number small. That's 5-3. But
Mhm.
the studded leather, how do I oh, never mind. I figured it out.
Mhm.
Think so.
I'll
But
look
I
at
never
Luna.
figured it, and that was his question.
I'll look at Luna. What do you think?
She's gonna kind of be like giddy with emotion, but like trying to hide it a little bit. But you being knowing her, probably recognize it. And then very calmly be like, I think I'm comfortable with that amount.
Okay. Sounds good. That works.
Slide something out from underneath the desk, thumbs through it a bit, leans over the desk, one arm on it, one arm extended towards Luna.
Yeet.
10 platinum. Makes us all comfortable. Places it in her hand.
And I kind of look at him weird. Thank you.
Did it again. Cliff. Hang on. We didn't sell all of it. Don't worry. I plan on going back to the Adventurers Guild. But okay. I guess we work our way back out.
No one really stops you. Easy enough to find it out.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Is there anything else interesting down here?
Same as like the upper shopping district. You'd notice a bunch of bits and bobs and not really pawn shops, more like brokers.
Do I see any like jewelers?
A single one near the entrance.
I'll stop in. I pull out the bag of gems I have.
As soon as you walk in, you're greeted by another fire genasi.
How you doing?
As good as I can.
Female or male?
Male.
Why here of all places? Liz walks up to the counter.
My appearance brings in customers.
I can see them. Look around, see if there's any, necklaces, rings, or anything like that that would stand out.
Notice a lot of styles from back home.
Bet I do.
You are pretty hidden.
I couldn't even see if I wanted to. So I'll set the bag on the counter. I don't even remember where I got these.
We get that a lot here. He takes the bag and empties it out, starts organizing them.
Because I'm hidden, do I get sleight of hand at an advantage?
I feel like stuff's in glass cases here.
You don't know that. He didn't say that.
He didn't, but
Not really in glass cases. They're in cases, like out on display. There are some on pedestals, just out in the middle of the shop.
But it's all shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have to roll a perception to see a gem that would be magically imbued?
You'd have to roll arcane.
Arcana.
Mm-hmm. After he finishes sorting through it, 100 gold for the lot. That's
You do one?
That's with a brotherly bond.
Look back. Maybe long distant relatives somewhere down the line. What you got in here that might fit someone like me? Something I might like.
Thinks for a second. You want something from back home, or looking to expand your horizons?
Not necessarily from back home. I'm open to kind of anything anymore. But anything to help out. Seem to be getting into a few extra fights these days. We're making you work tonight.
And he looks around with like his hands crossed behind his back, each of the pedestals that he has. Actually, and he walks over to the end of the shop and plucks one off of a pedestal, hands it over to you.
Look at it.
This one might tickle you a bit.
What is it? What's it? Necklace? Ring?
Ring. Solid black ring with like a white gold casing.
Hold it near his finger, see how it would fit. Not putting it on, because that's, I don't know what it does yet. What does it do?
If you're getting into fights a bit, if something looks like it's about to hit you, use the ring and Odds are it'll miss.
How much?
For you, 1,500.
Hand it over. Little steep from my blood right now.
It usually is, but that one's... People are saving up for that.
And understand why. Let's do the 10 plat and get on our way.
Slides the gems into a bag, puts it behind a counter, and gives you your 10 plat.
Thank you. Stay dry out there.
That's why I'm in here.
And I turn and walk out.
Do I win that roll?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't see what you're doing.
I'm gonna take that ring and a blue necklace. Then we'll walk out with the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'd say we walk about a lap around this place, see if there's anything else. And then, all right, well, let's go home. There you go.
So you're looking for a weapon shop? Yep, easy enough to find. Down one of the streets. And there's no like axe specialty shop, but you find one that has axes and swords and all of the metal stuff that can hurt people.
Using your spider tingle. Mm-hmm. Oh. Lumino's walking into a store. I am following very closely.
Upon seeing that we're going into a weapon store, I'm going to also follow and kind of see if I can find any better
Bows.
crossbows.
Can I go like this and then just
And
like,
or daggers.
I'll walk at it, look around, talk or not at the shopkeep, and just stand at the counter, watching Lumino. And then Luna as they walk in.
Yeah. And no real counter in this place. It's more like just open area with just stuff piled up in places and a forge in the back. And this guy is just sitting on a chair with his like legs kicked up on the table as he's watching you all.
I don't use weapons.
Me neither.
But they decide that's one way to put it. And
Yeah, like a lot of the cheaper basic stuff is just kind of like tossed into a pile, but as you're looking around and just grabbing stuff and swinging, your eyes drift upwards to the stuff that's actually like hanging, and the handles are made with like a darker wood wrapped in a black cloth, and the metals are like a bluish tint. Mm-hmm. And,
seeing you,
same with daggers and pretty much like any weapon. He has a except for like the great sword or like larger ones.
seeing you take interest in those, I'm gonna say, what are those? To the shopkeep.
Just made with the metals that are dripped on by that magical water over in the mountains. A little
How
bit
much?
lighter.
How much for the pair?
Tap back and forth like 10 times.
Told you we're making you work tonight. Did you have any of this planned?
At about 11, we're just improvising now. Buy the pair, 400 apiece.
Scimitar. Oh, do you have another +1 cutlass? I thought it was a scimitar. No. No.
Yes.
That's your baby.
He's like, his legs are still kicked up on a table as you're like placing all this stuff down. All right. Trade for one with that.
You want it, Lumino? You want them? 2 of them? How much do you have on you?
$400 more. This pair is yours.
You guys throw numbers around like this, and I'm like, are we talking gold? Are we talking platinum? What are we talking?
Mm-hmm. Well, in general, you talk in gold, and then you just up it to platinum. Like here, have platinum instead of gold. Well, you do 350.
Like look stuff up. Yeah.
Oof.
He like looks between you and Lumino and chuckles. 350.
Okay. So that's one. Inventory. Get rid of the plat I just. Okay. Get rid of the plat I just had. That's 150 off of 520. It'd be 350 plus 20, 380, 370. Right? Yeah. So, which you'll see. I'm trying to brain. Right?
He's like, yes, 370.
Yeah. So 520. Yeah.
We're gonna get lots of birds down here. Although I have the bird
370.
playing.
Which you'll see Ignis go into his actual bag, pull out a pouch, and just start counting out the gold. That's all he's got. Just like 10, 20, 30. You know, reach into his main pouch, pull out the 10 plat, and then start counting out the 10, 20.
Oh,
30.
those people.
I acquired this. Do you want to trade for 50 plat? I can guarantee you there's 500 gold in here. I've counted that. And then we'll just do a trade that way.
What else do you have?
It's gold. That is all I got left. Is this gold. If you want me to count out the additional 150 in gold, I can. Or I can just say here, and then you give me 35 plat.
You feel free to count it out.
Continue counting it out.
So you said that.
I think it might be actually.
What does +1 for a weapon even mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Would Luna be able to tell a difference between them?
Slightly lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are any of them cool?
Wait, really?
Battle axes. Battle axe. Two battle axe +1.
Well,
Look over at Luna. See what?
she's just like comparing weapons, but aren't any of them blue?
The what did you say you were looking for? A dagger and a crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
Dagger is almost made like in the same way as Lumino's new axes. The crossbow though is made of that same like darker wood. It still has the same black wrap, but the metal bits on the crossbow are all like solid black.
Crossbows are no, my bow's 200 anyway.
Oh, range.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, after that first number, you're at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what do you mean first number?
So it's an 8200 for your crossbow. 80/200.
Mm.
First number is normal range. Second number is long range. Anything after that first number, you're at disadvantage.
I can hear
Hmm?
nothing.
They also have, as you're looking at the crossbows, there's a smaller one right next to it.
Why would the smaller one? Does it have different like stats?
Probably. Didn't I give you a hand crossbow? Or
No,
a light crossbow?
Light.
it's light.
Light. Okay. I don't know. I haven't had it since session, what, 2? 1?
How would I look at it?
Hmm?
How would I look at the difference?
You ask about it. You don't know these stats. You don't know stats off the top of your head.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up both the of the boats and take it to the shopkeeper and ask him.
What are you wanting to know?
What's the difference? Like what? Why is this one small and this one's not small?
Take the bigger one. Hold it out with one hand. Try to hold it like that for a few seconds, and you'll see the tip of it droop. The smaller one, and he takes the bigger one from you and hands you the smaller one. You do the same with that with one hand, and you can hold it steady as long as you need to take that shot. The smaller one you can wield with one hand. The bigger one you need to use two hands. The light crossbow you need two hands with. The hand crossbow you need one hand.
Okay, but Luna can't dual wield.
Doesn't matter. It's a two-handed weapon. You have to use both hands to use it.
Mhm.
It's just
no.
one of those.
But
So
if
like,
I do the small one,
Mhm.
I still can't hold that one in my whip at the same time, right?
It's if you, yeah, it's light. As
Dual-
long as Mhm. Yeah, your whip and your dagger, you can have one of those out and still have the crossbow out if you wanted.
I'm gonna fiddle around with it, and while I'm fiddling with it, how much is it for the small?
$250 for the small one.
Each platinum's 100, right?
10.
10.
So how much do you have?
109.
Ask you the same question. How much do you have?
I mean, I have 10 platinum, 9 gold, 62 SP.
You have 10 plat. Okay. Yeah. You have 100.
What's SP again?
Silver.
Silver.
CP's copper.
How many silver to a gold?
10.
10.
So it's 10
By
copper
6.
per silver, 10 silver per gold, 10 gold per plat. This dude is gonna not take your silver when we're talking this much money. How do you react when he says it's 250?
I don't understand money, so.
How much do you have, Luna?
1.
Counting out one by one.
I hand the 10 plat to Ignis,
Okay.
and I give him my 15 gold.
Mm, 115. You said 250.
Oh, wait. Before that, I also hand him my light crossbow and my 2 daggers.
Okay.
How much for these?
You know, I'm not really in the business of trading, but I'll take
Oh, yeah.
I'll take 50 gold off of the price.
Perfect. Here you go. Hand over the 10 plat. Count out 100 gold.
Nods, takes the gold, puts it into his pouch, looks at Ignis. And for you?
I don't do weapons. I can't afford anything else anyway. Unless you got anything you think I might like. I specifically. I like I said, I don't do weapons.
He looks around, grabs one of the weapons that was traded to him. This looks nice.
I'm good. Thank you again.
It was. He grabs all of the items and carries them. Pleasure, and grabs the +1's cutlass and inspects that further, but dumps all the other ones.
Like, okay, maybe I got something good here. No, I don't care about this.
Yeah, he's spinning it around in his hand. If you find any more stuff like this, I will be open to trade. Yeah, that makes sense.
You guys ready? You guys done taking my money?
So I put it in my
Oh
inventory.
shit! Yeah, your new stuff, huh? Hold on.
Did you do the +1s or is it just regular stuff?
I just typed it in.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll do it.
Where did you put it at?
My inventory.
Where?
It's underneath silks.
What'd you put?
Small crossbow.
Oh,
Oh, small.
That's what it was.
It's a hand
gone.
crossbow.
there you go.
Was
I'll
everything-
equip it for you?
They got +1s.
Yeah, you guys just walked out with a bunch of +1s.
Okay. We did. Ugh. I'm
Hey, y'all got a bunch of +1s at level 4.
Ignis is not thinking about money right now. He's thinking about other things.
You see, you have the noble doing the bartering, though.
You kidding? I found 500 gold. I'm like, cool. Some pocket change.
All right, you guys heading out of the Undercity?
Yes, I'm done spending money.
You still nothing down here.
After that, I feel like it was a couple hours down there.
Probably. You're gonna come out and be like, "Whoa, what happened to the sun?"
What time of day is it?
In the station today? Didn't we say we were gonna go work on the pest today?
Yeah, in the evening. I'm saying, what time of day is it?
As you make your way up the stairs, back out of the gate, the wall carving, you're only in there for like 2 hours.
Okay, so it's still morning.
Mhm.
Okay. Do we want to take a walk back over towards the Adventurers Guild? Sit outside for a little bit while we wait. Outside the fence. Muted.
Yeah, wouldn't it make more sense for us to hang out at the hotel as opposed to the Adventurers Guild since it's so far away?
That's not until evening. They don't. I'd like to have best chance of finding them in the evening. If fair,
It is lunchtime though.
we can stop by the hotel on the way through.
Okay. I'll start making my way to the hotel, and while we're doing so, I'm gonna pull out the necklace I took and kind of start examining it. Do I notice anything about it?
Not really.
So I want to roll low here. I don't want to know. I don't know. I'm not. No. Yes. I don't need wisdom. I need the charisma.
So what's your passive perception? Just 10?
10.
Jeez.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I just walking.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the hotel, get some food.
Yep. Streets are pretty much back to normal. Everyone's walking around a little bit quicker than normal, but no real commotions. Weather's clear. You hear the birds chirping and flying around again. And looks like the storm in its entirety is past.
Cool. We'll have to check in with Elder Barrows.
I think that's what we're gonna call it.
I'm trying to drag you all the way back over to the Adventurers Guild. I want to go over there. I want to go to the Mage's Tower.
I had a battle map made for the Adventurers Guild.
I tried.
Last one.
No, you finished it up today. I kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's like, that's good enough. Generic beach.
Anytime I know there's gonna be seekers somewhere, I'm like, let's make a battle map just in case. It's gonna end up being like that.
You could probably do the same one as
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
generic around the palace buildings.
Yeah, if you get
No,
a
neither do I.
palace, I don't think I'm gonna need a battle map because it's not gonna last that long.
No, those are one of them that specifically lead Lumino away off that main island. That's why I'm trying to
pull up the underwater battle map.
Good luck.
And be like, all right, y'all asked for this.
I plan on you just end up doing that. Unless they attack you. Mm-hmm. But XP though. Mm-hmm. Tell it to Baldur's Gate.
XP is for completing the session.
Yeah. Alive.
Mm-hmm.
No. I know. Uh-huh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And right now we those people.
I was like, oh shit, really? I bet. We out. Meanwhile, the rest of the party just sees Lumino squeaking at a rat.
So here you go. Here's how long the message was from Lyra. No. Oh, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you want to, you can. I bet you did. I saw you hit the button. No, I don't care. You guys can read it. This in character, you don't know about it. Because out of character, you guys know the conversation that Barrows and I had. You're just not paying attention? I zone out a lot. I come back, I'm like, I missed.
I try to do that with Desmond, but then someone does the whole. I explain it to the rest of the group, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, right. I have paid attention. I'm like, okay, now I gotta remember what I didn't hear. Fair. It was so funny.
Nope.
Please, I want level 5. I get a lot of shit at level 5.
Use
Like
your
a
level
lot of
4
shit.
first.
Yeah, fuck level 4 shit.
Level 4 is supposed to be like, ooh, ASI.
Oh wait, I get another cantrip. And don't mind me, I'm just sitting here adding my spells from my genie that I forgot I get. Yes.
Were you at 45? Yeah. You were, after I leveled Luna, you were still higher than her.
Spells. So actually, I want to look here. Warlock. Warlock spell list. Oh yeah. I'm glad I didn't get what was it? Telepathic or telekinetic.
Mm-hmm.
Only benefit it would have gave me is the bonus action. I can get Mage Hand. It is because I could, as a bonus action, I can push someone back 10 feet or 5 feet.
I think it's,
it gave me Mage Hand.
yeah, it's Mage Hand limitations.
It actually gave me the spell Mage Hand. That's what I was saying. It's like, I'm glad I didn't choose that one because at the level up, I get another cantrip and I could just take Mage Hand here.
Yeah, they get the invisible one.
What is it? Action. Magic Stone?
I think you could throw it.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
night.
tired. I'm going to bed.
Yep. See
Good
it.
night.
Good night. Oh, he didn't even end stream yet.
Yeah, that's what I was like wondering too.